Hello YouTube, Dan from DroneTastic again, coming at you today with a review of the King Kong 260 racing drone. This is sold by Hobby King. I've recently been on there. I bought this drone about a year ago. I've been on their site recently. It looks like they're only selling the green one and the red one has been discontinued. However, before I go too much farther, I just wanted to remind you, if you like what you see here today, if you wouldn't mind, if you would please like, share, comment, and subscribe, or any number of those combinations, etc. This way I know what you'd like to see, help me to develop some new content for you, and you know, without further ado, let me introduce you to the drone you've probably seen a couple of times in my videos. It is the King Kong 260. FPV. Here's the antenna for the FPV transmitter, which is located in the back. The flight controller is tucked behind this red deal here. Got yourself a nice camera on the front, which is pretty good. I've already made several people in the neighborhood airsick, which is pretty fun. You know, I've got, while I like this drone quite a bit, I've got some gripes, some complaints. I will tell you, like I said before in another video, with these 5100 milliamp hour batteries, I'm getting about 20 minutes of safe flight before I need to bring it in, before it'll go down. When I use a 2250, which I've got charging for later, I can't really bring one over. Oh, here's one. Hey, look at that. I got a 2200s here. Obviously that fits a lot better than this, and this pretty much has to sit all the way back here and kind of wrap that around if I want to mount any kind of Mobius cam on the front here or anything else that I can get a, you know, Velcro strap around and hold in place. I might even just throw some loops down here on the bottom, because one of my Mobius cams has hooks and I can just pop it back in there and just let it handle it. I'm not too concerned about how, you know, a lot of guys will put the special platform up there for their camera so that it's got the shock dampeners and all that, but you know, I'm going to be doing 70 miles an hour or whatever it really does. So I'm not too worried about it. This is not a camera platform, really. It's for FPV, right, racing. But it is not really for aerial photography. If you want to do something like that, you need a camera platform. So there goes some of the batteries for today's flight of this bad boy. I want you to know this is outfitted with some 60/40 props, using King Kong 2204s that are 2300 kV for the motors. It's got a great big red. You're not supposed to do this, but I'm doing it anyway. Don't tell anybody. It'll be our secret. When you plug that in, right, it's got this great big red stop sign on the back there. That is the rear of the aircraft, and when you're flying around, that's how you maintain your orientation, line of sight. Not too bad a deal. If I had any suggestions for these guys, which is probably why they're discontinuing this model, ESC placement. That's the bottom. You land in wet grass enough times, you're gonna blow out. A speed control. I have invested in something called liquid electrical tape. I also have another waterproofing solution that was recommended by others on rcforums.com. That essentially you just spray into the ends of your speed controller, your ESC here, and it'll keep water from getting in, right? It basically seals it. One other gripe about this unit here, two maybe. If we look at the bottom again, these feet, they're kind of tight, but they pull right out. And if you haven't shoved them in the right way, you know, they can come out at any time. I lost one while I was flying. I bought some foam feet before I realized they gave me two more in the box. Okay, great. Other than that, she's a fun little beast here. So let's take it outside and see what she does. That was a good time. I love this thing. This is really a fun little drone. I'm no good at it, as you could probably see. I was flying in safe mode, and for me, that's the easiest way to go. I'm older, 44 years old. I do not have the reflexes of a 17, 18-year-old who may have got one of these for Christmas, and you know, it can do 80 miles an hour with it through a gate this big and not even think twice about it. But I do have a lot of fun with it. It's a good time. I like to use my Eachine 7-inch display over here. I like it specifically because I got to take my glasses off no matter what I'm running, even if I'm using the Fat Sharks. And I have a pair of those. I don't really like them. I got the ones from Horizon Hobby that came with the camera. I don't like them. This thing gives you a nice big display inside with a lens, and it's a flat deal, and you know, it's perfect because you can see the whole spectrum of this camera, the whole field of view that this camera is providing. rather than that little deal. And the lines in here are incredible. I think the lines in the Fat Sharks are 320 lines, where I think I couldn't tell you. I know that it's at least double that on this. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed what I have for you today. And once again, if you like what you saw, I appreciate it if you'd like, share, comment, and subscribe. So I can keep you up to date on what's coming up, and you can tell me what it is you'd like to see. Thanks for visiting, and we will talk to you soon. Take care.